This is one of my 3 Siberian Huskies, Luna, out with me today on a hike in beautiful North Bend, Washington. Hi, I'm Ron, a father of 3 awesome adult children and a devoted husband of 37 years. I've also had a 30-year career as a technology executive, and now I'm a content creator and life coach, doing a walk and talk series to help you find and pursue your passion and get more happiness and abundance in your life.
So in today's walk and talk, I want to address a really common question that I've been getting, which is, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what makes me happy. I keep hearing that one over and over again, and you're clearly not alone. There's a lot of people in that boat with you. And it seems like people in their 30 to 40s are at a point in their life where they've been a pair of hands. They've been a pleaser, a people pleaser at work. They've said yes. They've done all the right things to progress in an entry-level role. Volunteering, working hard, saying yes, I'll do it, being a people pleaser, and then making the transition into doing what you want instead of what everybody else wants all the time can be a real challenge. You find yourself having just spent a decade doing the other thing. So now, how do you transition from being that people pleaser to pleasing yourself? So today I kind of want to hit some quick hits, some tactics and tools that you can do to hone in on and identify what it is that you want to spend the next 10 years doing. So the first thing I want you to do, and I do this every single day, I've done this consistently for a very long time, over a decade, but use the Note app on your phone. I have an iPhone, so it's called Notes. The app's called Notes. And I just have a note on there called Happy. The title of the note is Happy. And you can even tell Siri to add to your note for you if you're driving and things like that. So it's really super convenient. I'm sure Android has the same thing. But create a note called Happy. And then whenever something occurs during your day that made you happy or that you enjoyed, just create a quick bullet point. Create a bullet list on that note and just tap it in with a couple of words. Don't spend a lot of time on it. Just be quick about it. And it becomes a habit that you can look back on and start to see some trends emerge around what types of things you enjoy doing. So, if you were working on something at work that you enjoyed, or you had a meeting that went well, or if you're in your personal life and you accomplished a task, whatever it is that made you happy, an activity, working out, whatever, make a quick note. And then in addition to that, make a note of the people you were with when you were feeling happy. Because what you'll also realize is that there are people in your life who give you energy and who build you up and who make you laugh. And there are people in your life who take away that energy and suck the life out of you and make you feel bad about yourself or sad or upset. Make a note of that too. Over time in these notes, what you'll see happen is you're going to see the people that you enjoy spending time with. You're going to see the activities that you enjoy doing. You're going to see what makes you laugh and feel inspired. You can just add a couple adjectives like that to each bullet point, like felt so inspired, felt motivated, laughed my ass off, whatever it might be. But just say the activity and how you felt. And over time, when you look back at these lists, it becomes so evident and clear what types of things you enjoy doing. You can start making correlations to, oh my gosh, I love everything that has to do with music, for example. If it wasn't for music, I'd have half as many things on my list that made me happy. Well, that's an indicator to you that it might be music, a music career or passion that will make you happy. Okay, so tip number 2, the next little technique to explore and brainstorm where you want to go is, come here, Luna. Let's sit right here for a little minute so we're not huffing and puffing in the microphone. I think the next tip, the little exercise that I have found very useful, is to not think about goals and goal setting when you're just trying to brainstorm and explore where you want to go and what you want to do. And what I mean by that is, think about intentions rather than goals. I feel like goals has so many expectations and baggage associated with it because maybe you haven't accomplished goals in the past, or there's a lot of commitment to setting a goal. A lot of us that drive hard will just kill a goal once we've set it, and maybe we didn't take the time to make sure it was the right goal. So let's just take the time to close our eyes at some point during your day or your week when you've got a moment to feel peaceful, like Luna, and let's imagine a perfect day. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years in the future, what does a perfect day look like for you? And I don't necessarily mean a day at work or a day at home, whatever works for you. What's a perfect day? And you can certainly pull on days from the past that have been quite perfect for you. Highlights. What was so perfect about that? And in 5 years, would that still be the perfect day for you? Are you looking for something different now? Who's in that perfect day with you? What are you doing in that day? When you are watching this day play out with your eyes closed, what are you doing? How are you feeling? What are your hands doing? What's your mind doing? How does your body feel? So I want you to think about those days. Envision those days. See what you're doing and how you're feeling and what your intentions are in those visions. Start there. Once you come out of it, this is maybe a 2 to 10 minute exercise, depending on how much time you can find for yourself and the time that you can really get to peace and envisioning this. And then tap it into the notes. Tap it into the note that we created last time. Give a little description of that vision. And what you're going to find is that vision might not be perfect the first time that you try to do this, but you'll start getting the edges sketched out, the outlines. And as you do this more often, every few days to maybe once a week, you'll find that the image starts to become clearer and clearer until eventually you got an HD vision of where you want to go and what makes you happy and what your perfect day looks like. And when we analyze that perfect day, we're probably going to find there's something in there that you could pick out that could be a new focus for you in terms of building a skill, setting some goals. We can do that later. But right now, just have fun with it and envision some perfect days. Okay, tip number 3, third little tip and trick. When you start to see some of those themes that come out of your notes and your visions of your perfect day, the next step is don't be shy about imagining ways that you could monetize it. And I know that's a super uncomfortable topic for so many people. You think to yourselves, oh my gosh, I don't want to be the one that's asking for money. I don't want to be the one that's, trying to find a way to make a buck all the time. But we do have to eat, we do have to survive. And wouldn't it be cool if the thing you discover that you love the most is also the thing that makes you a healthy income? So don't be shy in adding to the same note or a second note some brainstorms on how you could make money with the thing that you like to do. If it was music, how can you make money with the music thing? Can I upload some of my songs to SoundCloud? Can I put them on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube so that as people use them as their background music, I get royalties for that? right? Because as people watch videos on Instagram and people watch videos on YouTube, those platforms pay the creator for those videos at some point. And if they're using a music or a song or a background that has a copyright or royalty fee associated with, you get a piece of that. So just imagine ways to take that hobby that you love and how can I start generating some income with it? But don't put such lofty goals on yourself when you do that. Just be wide open, jot down crazy ideas, crazy stuff in the list, that how you could make money with your passion and your hobby. What could you do to monetize it? And the rest will kind of fall into place later, because if you start trying some of these ideas and doing what's easy first, don't do the hard thing. Don't be like, oh my gosh, I need to rent a studio and, burn my first album so that I can launch it on Apple Music and be the next Taylor Swift. That's a huge goal, and I love it for a vision of your perfect day someday. But you can start small, you can start where you're at, and you can start with what you have. If you've got a phone, you can record. You can save digital files. You can upload them. You can share them. Start sharing with family and friends or on your own social media and Facebook, and take it from there and see what kinds of small, easy things you can do to monetize the thing that you love doing the most. Don't be afraid to brainstorm on that. That's step 3 though. Step 3. If you're having a hard time finding your happy, there's 3 new ideas for you to try. If we just keep doing the same thing and over again and expecting different results, well, you know what that means, right? So I don't know. These 3 things work for me. Maybe they'll work for you. I hope they do. Take a note in your notes app, vision 5 years out, and identify the trends and brainstorm ways to monetize it. Have fun with it. I wish you all the luck in the world. I'll tell you what though, I know it makes me happy. Spending time with this Luna girl, spending time with my dogs, out in nature, and all this time with all of you.